Hello?
Hi.
Oh.
Howdy.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I just spilled fucking shit all over my desk.
Fuck yeah,
No.
dog.
You sloppy bitch.
It's okay, I look good in everything I eat.
Okay.
On this episode.
Yeah? What happens in this episode?
I don't know.
So you coming through your not mic?
It's set to my headset.
Okay. Sounds tinny.
Well, I don't know.
Sue sounds the same to me.
I think my headset's fucked up.
I mean, Sue sounds like further away. But only slightly, like not up close to the mic. Like you.
Can't wait for y'all to say I'm making a Harry Potter reference.
Yeah.
Surely you wouldn't in 2023.
Not that. That's not what I want to come back to.
It's not a Harry Potter reference.
The
But I
Deathly
know
Hallows.
and Ween's gonna say it is. Bet money on it right now.
No, Ween.
Ween would never goof like this.
Where is Ween?
Where is everybody?
Oh.
Good question.
What's the question?
Where is everybody?
Wake up, bitches.
We're
I don't know.
just missing Ween and Co, right?
No.
Well,
Co's-
Co, I'm not shocked about.
Yeah, Co's always late. I am curious about Ween.
We said he might have to dip out early, but he definitely said he was going to be playing.
I wonder if Ween fell asleep.
Always a
Maybe.
possibility. Oh, I like one of the worst days ever. So I'm going to try to have that good energy.
I'm sorry.
Forgive me if I'm a sleepy bitch.
How
I
dare you
will
be asleep?
inject the caffeine straight into your veins. Just a little IV drip.
I don't know that that would help. But maybe.
My?
CVS is a wild place. The one by my house is not.
If we give you
circus.
enough 5-hour energies.
I probably did 500 prescriptions today
Oh.
by myself.
No.
We did not have a pharmacist that normally closes.
Hey, Ween.
Ween, I thought you were asleep.
I was.
I was right. Fucking called it.
At Ween.
Buddy, if you gotta sleep, you gotta sleep.
I'll probably just listen tonight.
Okay. I mean, that's probably good enough for me. Co has not said anything, and it's often late. And it is already midnight.
Mm-hmm.
I guess let's get started. Sue, are you
I gotta get
Re-
number 20.
recording?
Yeah. Stream is going.
The scream is going. Oh, I gotta turn on the fucking hardware acceleration.
Yeah.
That's right. Roll20 is like, I can't live without hardware acceleration.
I should probably say I still have the after hours reboot rule.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have it.
I certainly have it every time you ping the after hours. I'm like, oh, a little ping for me too.
Do you not want the pings, yeah? Do you not
I think
want
they're-
them
Yes,
now?
that part.
I love the pings. I love the sense of
I like
feeling
you love
included
'em.
in something I'm not. Every
Yeah.
time I'm like, what if I just stepped a toe in there? Like, hey guys,
You
what's
can
up?
come listen.
Hey,
You can,
listen.
you can see Alexander wilding out on the regular.
Does the rabbit have rabies?
No.
No.
Not yet. I know how you work.
Where's my
Shay's
usual
character
route?
threw mine like a little fuzzy football once.
Yeah, that did happen.
You
And then
throw
tried to do it
Alexander like
again, but I
football?
had him like hold down, so it was like trying to pick a cat up off the couch.
Oh shit.
That Beyonce does to me in the morning.
Yeah.
All right. Who would like to recap?
I'll do it.
Go
You want me
for
to
it.
do it? Okay.
Yeah. Whoever.
There was so much silence. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. I trust your recaps.
So it started off with Steve at the races, and Mothman showed up and got Felicia's car blown up and himself a little blown up, and that seemed
Mothman
to have
did
been.
not get it blown up.
Well, he got a little.
did.
He got a little blown up.
Well, it's not his fault.
It is.
Oh my god. And it seemed like it might have been done by someone who looked unfortunately and suspiciously like Nicholas. And then but only Steve saw that. I'm pretty sure. And then Steve won the race. And it was very exciting and it was the happiest moment of his life. And then Nicholas went to the hospital to try and find the cannibal woman. And
You mean his fiance?
his
fiance.
fiance. And
Forgot about that.
his fiance, and she wasn't there because ambulance crashed. So him and Dr. Rohr went into the woods, and they found Helena, and there was some tension. And then they found her, and they cornered her, and he made a deal that she would give him the information about his brother's murder, which happened in 1888. And then
Keeping
found
it
out
nice.
that Rohr was trying to get into some necromancy, and Helena might be doing a man munch, and it was just a very awkward experience. And I don't think Wiener Code's character did it too much last session.
I think they were at the not the Denny's. The
Zarek went to
fucking
bed. I
other one.
remember
Yeah.
that. It was like, don't let the door hit you on the way out, Dr. Rohr. I gotta go to sleep.
Zarek canonically going to sleep. Like a responsible young wizard.
I think that was mostly it. Emmerich wanted everyone to show up for a very important meeting, and not all the members showed up.
No, Nicholas decided to be a little bitch and not show up.
Well, that's not how I would have phrased it in the recap, but
That's okay. That's how I would have rephrased it.
Well, that says I is recapping.
it is
I'm
Mike.
sorry,
So
Yeah, when you want to do your recap, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Just like I can say Greg did nothing wrong and during my recap.
but unfortunately, I do the recap, so.
So
I can say
unfortunately,
whatever I
Greg gets
want.
pinned with these random crimes that he has no connection to. I honestly
He
think this is
definitely
really
doesn't have a
fucking
dead man's
biased.
wallet in his pocket.
No,
No,
why would he
he
have
definitely-
that?
What else did you do? You stole the
Like it was a
cowboy's bullet.
Kind gift from a good friend.
Yeah,
Against-
it's just a gift.
It was not a stolen bullet. It was left behind, neglected, some might say. Abandoned.
Gave some information to Azazel. You know.
Well, he didn't
Uh,
give information that was accurate.
No.
Did he though?
Oh,
I mean, if
forgot
Azazel
about
can
that.
read minds, probably.
What do you think?
Probably. I mean, that's probably why he likes Greg.
Actually, part of the reason he likes Greg.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it. I think I hit all the bullet points.
I think so too. Which sounds good to me. It's a brand new day. What the fuck do y'all want to do?
Did we talk to Emmerich? I thought that's where we were leaving.
Yeah, I don't
off.
know if the meeting happened yet.
I don't think it did. I think we stopped just
I don't
before
think
it.
so either. That's it. Who did actually show up to this meeting?
I think everybody except for Nicholas.
Greg
Yeah.
is hiding outside. He's waiting for
Yeah.
the meeting to be over.
Yeah, he's gonna get
He's
the
not gonna
Spark Notes
enter.
version.
Yeah. Like,
Excellent.
it's not often that an entire car is destroyed. So,
I thought Steve was also not coming because Steve took like the first sleeping
Day off.
day.
Yeah.
He's
He's
didn't show up to work.
Yeah, he
relaxing
had a day
after,
off.
I don't think Steve's there either. But I don't know.
Oh, I gotta ask, Steve.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying your day off?
just sleeping.
All right, just sleeping in.
Yeah, so he does late night. He hasn't slept in a day in his life.
Well, you see, Steve, because you're so used to working your ass off, you wake up with a startle and you feel like you should be doing something, but you're not, and it just gives you a ton of anxiety. And you can
Yeah.
hardly even enjoy your time off. No, I'm just kidding. That's too
Oh
real.
my god.
That's too
Really
real.
cursed.
That's my day
Holy
off.
shit.
Wait, you sleep in. You're having a good honk shoe.
Yes.
Honkish shoe.
So Emmerich will kind of debrief and say, all right, what the fuck happened last night after the club? Don't all go at once now.
I'll tell him about how what's her name was supposed to get taken to the hospital, but it never happened, so we tracked her down.
Unsurprising. Why did you track her down?
Nicholas made me do it.
Oh boy. The one that's MIA here this evening? Or
Same
this
one.
morning?
Yeah,
Is he alive?
Presumably.
I don't know. Are vampires alive?
Y'all know that shit in character now?
I don't
No,
know.
there's
I don't think so.
nobody. They think my brother's a vampire.
Yeah, but like,
You know Nicholas is
I'm
old,
just
but you also
shooting
know
out
wizards
shit.
live forever.
I don't know that.
I guess you wouldn't know that. Did you say
think-
vampire?
Probably
In
because
character?
that's the only thing that I would know of from pop culture that lives for a long time.
Funny enough, Emmerich would actually say, nah, I don't think he's a vampire. Just like me. Magic users live a little longer.
Okay, I don't know. Are
Not if where
wizards
he's going.
alive?
That said, it doesn't make you immune to extreme physical trauma, which I think may be what he experienced.
Maybe some emotional too.
Did you catch up to Larsa?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little chat.
Why are you alive?
What did we talk? What? It's Sue asking. What did?
I think it was mostly Nicholas doing the
Yeah, we
questioning.
made a
Deal.
We were definitely gonna fight, but we made a deal about like letting her go in exchange for information.
She seemed very apprehensive to fight you, and it's not necessarily. You would notice in her apprehension, she was actually looking behind you and to the sides of you.
No, that's fucked up.
Looking for Greg, the true sleeperhead.
Greg with the deagle of destiny.
Legacy.
And his teleport Tim.
That's hella Tim.
The Teletims. So then Emmerich would ask, did you actually believe she's going to make a legitimate deal with you?
Probably.
Helena just shrugs and like, I wasn't the one making the deal.
What is the deal?
What was the deal?
Dude, I can't remember
I
shit.
feel like that's in
You-
character.
She was going to find.
Oh, that was not in character, but
She's going to find the information about the murder of Nicholas's brother, which happened in 1888. In exchange, they were not gonna kick her ass, and he was gonna like leave her alone and not chase after the whole cannibal situation anymore.
So how do you relay that to Emmerich?
Oh,
Well, not you, but the rest of the party.
Oh, I'll just say, she's agreed to. I say what I just said.
So much for
Better than
talking in
me.
character, I guess.
I'm sorry. I have headache hangover brain today.
Oh, that's legit. He would say she is going to, and he quote unquote collect that information and consume you all. She's not going to help him. You said 1888?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Not a
know.
problem.
He takes a moment to think about it. And he just seems to kind of nod to himself and takes out a piece of paper and writes something down on it. So this was her bargaining chip.
Seems like it.
All right. Aside from that, yeah, you were saying, Sue?
Oh, I was gonna ask him, does he have past dealings with her to indicate that she is not trustworthy?
Yes, he would say.
Does
She is one of the most prolific monsters on this planet.
on the whole planet?
Okay, well, hold
Here?
on. That's a little prejudice.
Hold on. Hold up. What kind of
Some of the
monster are we
other
talking?
some of the other monsters are getting a little testy about such proclamations.
Yeah.
Feels like a weird place for prolific monsters to be operating out of.
Would you look here for a prolific monster?
No.
Exactly.
Okay.
She has been alive for thousands of years. She has not been alive for thousands of years by helping people.
Then why did she say that she would, when if she's a prolific monster, she could have just hulked out?
You probably would say she was probably worried that you had backup. Also, a lot of attention is going to be on her now because of her nightclub. And attention is generally bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just over there nodding in the corner. Yep.
I mean, that's what happens when you operate in a small town. You operate in a big town, then you could be more prolific monstery. Just saying, I'm critiquing her choice of
You'd actually say,
locales.
not really. College towns have a lot of transient individuals. Do something in a big city, people hang out on every corner there. Some regular would figure out eventually.
It's so
Real
harder to
value
get
plays
people
to move a
alone.
lot.
What was that, yeah?
Oh, I said she'd say it's also harder to get people alone.
It is. And he would say the real value play is to move a lot.
Does she move around a lot?
I would say so, yes. Though probably slower than most. Well, I'd give a heads up to your boy.
Helena will pull out her phone and text Nicholas. You might want to watch your back. That's it. That's all he's getting.
I'll text a little bit more detail of of the warning.
They would say, well, as eventful as that sounds, what is your plan today?
Don't have one.
Excellent.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna tell him me and Nicholas's plan or not. I'll mention it. I'll mention that we were gonna go talk to Dr. What's-his-face.
Corbin.
Probably not a bad call.
Do you know him?
I do. He's a dick.
I've heard that.
And he may be involved to some degree. Some of the hired supernatural muscle comes from his little clinic there.
That's the rumors. Seems he's just taking addicts and turning them into scary thing. Ghoul.
Rules.
Or at least
That he
supplying.
turns over to Larsa.
Yeah, I was gonna say supplying the addicts to be turned into.
The Ghoul Boys.
Yeah, that we know for sure. Do you know of any other less than good things he's up to?
Well, persuasion.
Okay. Forgot this game uses dice. I forget that every time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, 2.
Doesn't always, but he is hesitant to mention this.
I got 2 6s, so 2.
Okay. He would say he's at least partially bankrolled by Gene Co., who's also stationed in this town. Probably to test experimental drugs, though I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know what we find out.
My favorite D6. He says, all right. Where is Gregory?
Greg is just waiting outside for Dr. Vor and
Elena.
Helena.
You tell him that?
The temptation is there.
You gonna do it? You gonna rat Greg out?
Chance of Faye, she would tell the truth. However,
He hasn't asked.
he did ask, but she also doesn't have to answer.
He would actually look specifically at you and then say, is Greg within the vicinity of this building?
She just kind of nods and just sways on like the balls of her feet.
Ratting them out.
Is he waiting outside?
Maybe he could have moved by now. Could be anywhere.
When you came in, he was outside. Excellent.
Sorry, Greg.
Greg,
He would say, you realize I'm now out of a vehicle. So, I'm not going to be able to help as much as I was.
Oop.
But I'll be in touch. Yeah, I guess any questions for Emmerich?
Mm.
I feel. Damn it. I thought I had something, but my brain is just garbage today.
Didn't you ask about necromancy and stuff? I somewhat remember that.
Yes. Does
Yeah,
Dr.
but I
Moore
don't
want
think
to go to
I don't think I had any questions for him in particular. I'll bring it up if I remember.
Okay. He's going to, well, I suggest you all get to whatever tasks you have deemed to do today. I'm going to walk out with you and talk to Gregory.
Run, Greg, run.
What if Helena has a little covert text on her Nokia that just says run?
Does Emmerich catch her texting?
That's a good question. Roll stealth.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, no, it's
did my-
not.
I think I got a 0 in stealth, so like oh wait, hold on. That's a 2. 3.
Okay. I got a
That's all
7
we
in
got.
alertness.
Yeah,
And,
that was never gonna work.
No.
And as you pull out your phone, he says, you best not be texting him.
She slowly slides it back into her pocket.
Like, it's bad enough. I lost a Toyota Corolla to the wizard that helped us at the club last night for some reason. And now Felicia's classic car is destroyed.
Oh, does Emmerich know that was the person that blew up his car?
He seems to.
It's not like Greg
You
told Felicia that Emmerich specifically gave him permission to use the car.
And it is
Greg
funny
would never
because,
use it.
like, in the heat of the moment when fighting a large monstrosity, he was not going to bring up the destruction of the car. A conversation for another time. But he is going to walk outside.
That's the
She
guy that
tried,
blew
buddy.
up my car.
She tried.
Greg, are you just sitting outside in the car? Are you standing?
He's like standing on the corner of the building just waiting.
He will come out and he will say, Gregory,
Ah, shit.
Why did you show up, Greg?
He needs a ride. Vor has a car.
And Steve's not answering the Uber.
No,
pull out
he's
a lot
asleep.
Wait, did you text me?
He put in an order for an Uber and it wasn't Steve and he wasn't planning on
Oh,
paying, so he just canceled it.
Yeah, I'm not looking at my Uber queue.
Because he would actually have to pay.
Or come out and he'll say, Gregory, you
Yeah.
not only stole my ride, you stole Felicia's car and somehow managed to blow it up.
That's not my fault. It exploded. I can't do that. How am I supposed to do that?
Greg, it is your goddamn fault. I don't know what you did, but you did it. And
I did it!
He hands you a bunch of insurance paperwork, and he says,
Oh,
so help me God, this gets back to me in 2 days. Filled
I
out.
don't know how to fill this out.
You
I've
did it
never done
fucking well, man.
taxes. He has no idea what insurance papers are. None.
That's probably true, but he says you better figure it out. If you don't, I'm going to kill you myself.
Ooh.
Greg, as you look down at the insurance paperwork, make an alertness.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta pull a Sue quick. I forgot this game needs dice.
I pulled out my dice as Sue was pulling
Yeah,
out theirs.
me
I was-
too.
Sorry, I cleaned up my desk and they're not in the same spot they usually are. Put them over on the couch. Geez. I hope H&R Block knows how to do insurance. That's I think a -1. Greg is so awestruck by the fucking insurance papers, his alertness has gone down the drain.
Holy shit.
Okay. So with a -1, you actually don't even notice Emmerich leave. But when you look up from the insurance paperwork, he's just gone.
Ah, shit.
You're so fucked.
Hey. How's Greg gonna deal with this?
You know, someone who
You
does
can't
deal
rob
with
enough people to
paperwork.
deal with this.
Nicholas knows how to
no.
do it.
Yeah, you're filling out like an incident report. You got to give your name, social security number, driver's license, all this shit.
Greg doesn't have any of those.
Sure doesn't.
Time to make use of that dead man's wallet.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Holy shit. Helena had gifted him the ultimate way out. Perfect.
Jesus.
And that's how the man died. Terrible car accident. How did it happen? Oh no. Greg is gonna gonna make a charred corpse on the runway like 2 days after the crash.
Because they never found the body in the car.
Oh.
I think only who was it? Steve saw Greg escape.
Yeah.
Unscathed?
I don't think I saw you escape. You just
What was it? Someone made a really good check and knew that Greg got out, but I think they were like the only person.
I mean,
I don't
you
think it
two
was
were the
me.
only ones there, though.
Yeah.
As
so
far as players.
Steve saw the one amigo.
No,
But
I
not you.
I think I may have actually saw you because I would have. I don't know if I would have panicked if I saw you explode.
Just
don't
watch
know,
Greg
actually.
walk away from the fire.
It's like, huh? Well, that's one problem.
I'm
gone.
sure Steve did see that Greg escaped.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think so because that's I would have been a little more.
Because Steve was
panicked.
like, well, yeah, because Steve was like, do I freak out that my friend just died? And I was like, well, probably not, because yeah, I imagine Steve knows he escaped.
Yeah.
The theme of "And They Walked Away" plays.
Bless Sue.
Bless Sue.
Let's do.
Thank you.
Okay. Good shit. So Mothman, what's your plan for the day?
I'm gonna hope this man has a social security card in his wallet.
Unwise.
Unwise, but some people do it.
Some people do it. I know someone like that, and I don't understand.
Um,
Roll a D100.
oh man. Oof. Where the fuck is another fucking D10? Goddamn. That's an 85.
All right. He does have his social security card in his wallet.
Thank God. I guess Greg is going to attempt to fill out this paperwork.
I imagine that you're just like tagging along with me in my car and like
He's asking for what
yeah,
what a
ask-
beneficiary is.
asking me questions the entire time I'm driving around. Like, ugh.
Jesus, Koji.
Oh, fuck. I want Helena to be there with them, because she'd be so interested in watching fucking Greg fill out this paperwork.
Oh my god.
It's like not neat. It's a mess.
No.
Greg does not have good penmanship.
Plus, you're filling it out while I'm driving, so it's like.
Yeah!
A hot mess. Hopefully they can figure it out.
Now, Emmer didn't say it had to be legible, just that it had to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, this is how I got away with not doing my homework in the 7th grade. I would just make a bunch of shit look like I did a bunch of math homework and then get credit for it.
My God.
Nobody could read it.
I didn't even check.
Fucking funny.
It's real good. All right.
Let's,
Yeah, I think Helena's gonna tag along, discomfort of car aside.
Oh gosh. Okay.
She's gotta watch Greg fill out the paperwork.
You're like back there trying to help him, but you like don't know.
She also
stuff.
doesn't know what the fuck insurance is.
I don't know, just put a
Helena, go in
smiley
the
face
car because
there.
that's been a point of contention.
Yes, but like the curiosity and overwhelming need to know.
Helena probably does not like at all to be in this car. as
No.
It is a cage of steel.
Yes, it is bad, but by God, she needs to watch Greg do this.
Well, Greg, roll me like a scholarship. Since you're filling this paperwork out, let's see how good he does.
Can I get like an assist on this?
No.
No one here knows what. No, I don't think so.
Uh,
Unless Dr. Vor wants to instruct you on how to
I
fill
think
this
that's a
out.
1.
I'm not gonna.
All right. And you're using this dead man's information?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hope it works.
I'm sure it will.
This definitely won't come back in any way.
Never failed him before because he's never done this before.
Holy shit.
Greg sees like this terrible, horrible design, and he can kind of appreciate the horrible like trap that is insurance. It really is diabolical.
It truly is terrible.
They make you pay for something that might never happen, and then when it does happen, they don't give you any money anyways. Truly, this is evil. Respectable.
They make you pay thousands of dollars to not have to pay for something, but you still
Now you're
have
telling
to
me
pay
there's
for it?
something called a deductible?
That's
What
crazy.
are we if not slaves to this torment?
Okay.
What's a copay?
I don't know. They
Uh,
ain't here.
And then what is your details of the crash that occurred and subsequent totaling of a classic car?
There was a dog in the road, and when the car
All right.
crashed, it rolled and burst into flames. Unfortunate.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's kind of what happened.
Not
It's
even
kinda
remotely,
what
but all right.
happened.
Well, I
No,
guess also,
what-
oh, well,
Was it their
Greg,
dog?
Greg can just say that the vehicle was stolen as well, right? Something.
You'd have to get
I
like
don't
a
know.
police
Could-
report then.
You could say that the
Mm.
car was
I
stolen.
stole the
The
vehicle
car
and it
was
blew up.
It was stolen. It was. It truly was. This is probably the most honest Greg has been.
Holy shit.
Okay.
And then there was a dog in the road as the stolen car was speeding away, and it blew up into flames. It was really wild. I mean, I'm sure there's video
Seems
proof of it actually happening as well. So I mean,
I just have this
out
like
there on the
almost
interwebs.
like animated version
Yeah.
of this in my head of like Felicia
Drawn
standing
on, like,
there
a
with the car and then
Denny's
somebody
menu.
comes by and steals it, and then as they're driving away there's just a dog in the road and like
The car just
like,
explodes.
the car just explodes.
Hits the dog.
They like,
Hits
they like
the
swerve to
dog is
miss the
completely fine, and then the car explodes.
The dog weirdly has a bullet wound.
Oh god.
Well, you didn't say the dog in the road was dead or alive.
No, there was just a dog in the road.
Yeah.
There's a dog in the road.
Holy shit.
I don't see this backfiring at all.
No, this is gonna work perfectly.
I can't think of a single thing that could go wrong here.
What could possibly go wrong? Guys, this is the most legit that Greg has ever been. He's actually a little proud of this. This little filled out, it looks all fancy. There's words all over the paper. Looks official.
Does this inspire Greg to turn over like a new leaf of some
You know,
sort?
Maybe bureaucracy is his calling.
Maybe he's gonna get into insurance fraud now.
No, you want wine fraud. It's a victimless crime.
No, every
that's
time.
in the other campaign.
Yeah.
Every time Greg hits that claim denied button, working as an intern at an insurance company, he gets a good chill down his spine, just like, ooh. Someone's day was ruined.
That is true. There is wine fraud in the other campaign.
Yeah, Scout doesn't have a liquor license.
No. Nor has Scout ever actually fermented a barrel of wine in their life.
In fact, all this wine is poorly made, because I'm pretty sure half of it was conjured.
Yeah, it is in fact, by design, mediocre on all accounts.
When that Alexander's little paladin senses, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you all doing?"
Can he detect forged wine?
Well, if he ever learns that it's not legit,
Well, it's
he'll be
the
quite
communion wine, so
disappointed.
he shouldn't know.
Here's the thing, Alexander would taste it and simply think that it's quite mundane and not know what all the fuss is about.
It's like this wine. I've had better wine in church.
Yeah, like literally the the church in Miriandell has better wine.
The church pops open a new bottle of Pinot.
They don't give the shitty shit to the prince. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
It's like-
the royal family does
Premium
not
vintage
get,
of the Lord's blood.
they do not get the communal wine. They get their
Bathed in his
own wine.
blood. Bathed in his blood. Oh man.
All right.
If ultimately there is an issue, I do believe there's a way Greg can weasel out of this
There's
somehow.
a ton of issues with
Oh,
this, but I'm
man.
glad you've made them all.
Listen, Greg lives by the seat of his pants.
I love Zagre. If there is an issue, like there aren't a million right here.
Listen, it looks good. Nothing looks wrong according to Greg. It's all filled out right. Good.
Absolutely.
Truly no harm will come his way.
And Yak, you're in the back seat with him.
Yeah.
Roll an alertness.
Okay.
You also know for a fact that Emmerich did make the fatal error of giving this job to Greg. If he truly wanted that money back, he would have never given this paperwork to Greg.
That is
Ever.
true. Emmerich's the maker of his own demise. Also, that's a 5.
Yak, you notice something.
Yeah.
Seems off about Greg's shadow.
Ooh.
It almost doesn't line up with his actions.
Oh, could she poke
But
it?
as you kind of focus on it, it course corrects.
Okay, can she poke? Can she poke it anyway?
Of course.
Excellent. She's gonna fucking poke a shadow.
All right. You look like a psychopath poking Greg's shadow.
It moved.
I swear, Helena, if that finger gets any closer to my behind, you're gonna find a foot in your face.
Them there teletims.
For all he knows, while working on this paper, Helena's poking the seat right next to him like some kind of freak.
That's exactly what Helena is doing.
Yep, absolutely.
He's trying to concentrate.
Let the man work. All right, gonna use the restroom, but though I think really the only person not involved in current shenanigans is Peter, right?
Yeah.
And Zarek, right? What's Zarek doing?
Zarek in real life is a sleepy bean because Ween is muted.
Oh no.
So we'll say Zarek is taking a sabbatical.
Another.
Another one.
All right. Steve, you wake up to the tune of "It's a Perfect Day," like the intro to Legally Blonde, as you have your first day off in probably 30 years.
I put on my my comfortable clothes and I decided to go for a nice leisurely walk.
With helping the Hildebrand family, you now have a 6-figure income and have won a race, which you kind of just did on a whim. You're feeling a little unstoppable.
I'm so happy.
I do the Spider-Man 3 walk through the city.
Oh my god.
All right,
Holy
give me
shit.
one moment, and I'll say what
I
happens.
wasn't ready for that.
Holy fuck. I just had thought, is Helena gonna have to pull that body out of the water and then light it on fire?
Well, how much is eaten?
You ate the body.
Not all of
Not
it.
all of
I
it.
asked you what you left, and you said nothing but bones.
Yeah, that's not all of it.
All right.
They're not going to be able to date how long that man's been dead.
No.
Yeah, that's definitely not a thing that forensic people do. They would never be able to know that only bones burned on this body.
How cleanly did you eat him? Did you like scrape your teeth on the
Oh,
bones?
absolutely not. It was a mess.
Okay, so it's like you're obviously something ate this man.
Yeah. Obviously something
Yeah,
ate this
could be a
man.
bear.
Is there
Could
flesh?
be a bear.
Well, that's a real
Claw
question. Is there
marks.
flesh left?
Some. Kind of like how you have those little fleshy bits on a chicken wing.
Okay. Yeah, roll me percentile dice.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
fuck. I don't have those out.
You did say last time there was aught but bones.
Did I?
Here, I'll roll it in a roll 20.
Sounds good. I don't know where I put my other dice.
Excellent.
Perfect. Love it. Let's go. I could not have asked for a better outcome.
Oh boy. Are you okay with this result?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yak, you better not get Greg in trouble by
roll
summoning
20.
some kind of.
Oh, fuck.
I rolled it
I
in front of God
personally-
and country.
I personally am fine with that.
Yak was never gonna roll that low anyway.
It's true. It's true.
This is why I don't use roll 20. It hates me.
Hold on, I'm great with this.
I feel like it hates everyone it rolls for.
Yeah, it rolls
True.
super low all the time.
I mean, I literally don't know where my fucking dice are, so they're somewhere. Oh, there they are. Let's see. Oh, I gotta find the right ones. I mean, the one I rolled was an 83, but I like the one better. Let's keep the one.
Beautiful.
I think the
That's
one is more
acceptable.
funny.
I
I think the
also
one
think
is funnier.
I think it is far more interesting and will get you far more acquainted to the forces in the world. that you inhabit.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
I love it. Sometimes you just gotta fuck it up, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yak will get a message later tonight from an unexpected source.
Oh no, it's the gazebo.
It's the
I hope
The
it says
amiibo
something like
gazebo?
clean up
I'm
after
still waiting
yourself,
for that
you
text,
sloppy
honestly.
bitch.
I'm so ready from the text from the amiibo gazebo.
So excited. Someday. When will he call me?
I'm legitimately excited.
Greg sitting by the phone getting really excited. He's like, gotta let it ring 2 times not to seem too eager. Hello.
I have to make a note of much of this.
That's not fucking ominous. Fine.
I can't even begin to say how fucking excited I am. I am so goddamn jazzed.
Yeah. If this is gonna cause problems for Greg at the end of the day because you get in trouble for once, I'm gonna be so upset. It's
real
gonna be funny.
Yeah, somehow making more enemies than Greg.
This is definitely the most chaotic bunch I think we've run with in a group.
100%.
Oh,
Anyways,
God.
We've had chaotic individuals, but as a bunch,
Steve, you are having a wonderful day. You're walking downtown, seeing the sights.
The beautiful morning.
Roll an alertness.
Perfect day.
Nothing standing in my way.
Is there
I love
music
that song.
playing,
I wish I was at
Yeah,
home
there
waiting
is.
for
Oh, there
her.
is. It's not playing for me.
Ooh,
Sometimes
that
it
should be really
doesn't.
good.
Some songs don't play.
That's a 6.
A 6. Peter. Steve has rounded some corners. And you can't help but notice the man you saw at the races is here. And he's been seemingly following you.
Do I know how long he's been following me, or have I just picked up that he's been following me?
You've seen, I should say, as you've kind of taken this walk and you really look at him, you realize you've kind of seen him for probably the last 20 minutes.
Just behind me, or like every time I turn a corner?
Not even behind you, sometimes well in front of you, sometimes behind you, sometimes down an alleyway,
Sometimes doing a funny walk.
but always watching you.
How far away am I from my car?
Pretty far at this point. You're taking a leisurely stroll, a couple miles. That said, aside from this kind of strange occurrence, everyone that you normally work for just says hello to you. Some congratulate you on the victory from last night. Others congratulate you on finally taking a day to yourself.
What a good, wholesome community.
Everybody pretty much, well, I mean, everybody knows you. You've worked here for quite some time at this point. Everyone's happy to see you doing well.
Just feeling conflicted emotions right now. The fear of being followed by things unknown, and the congratulations and happiness from those around
You think
me.
he's the gazebo?
Could he be the gazebo? Who could say?
the gazebo man.
Dark entities in your area, call now.
Rejected Mega Man villains.
This is the guy I saw at the race, right? Just
It
confirm.
sure is. Shortly before you saw lightning strike Mothman's gas trail and blow up his car.
And this
Wild
guy
how that
stands out,
is.
right?
While
That's
everyone was kind of
crazy.
in a panic, this man was just smiling.
We also don't know someone who's been using lightning magic to make it look like Amric's done some naughty stuff either.
Uh,
Who could say?
Who could say?
But yeah, to say the least, this man does stand out, if only for the fact that they are very still and watching you
I don't
at the
like
times that
this.
you've glanced them.
Steve's great day off has taken a turn for the worse.
Oh,
Steven.
I'm so sorry, Steve. I have to inject conflict into the story.
Can't I just have a D&D campaign where my character doesn't have to do anything, he's just happy?
No.
no.
No. You, in fact,
You know you don't want that.
Peter, you sat at the forge, and when you were folding the steel, you added as much human misery as possible to this character.
So much so that I feel it in real life.
Yeah,
feel like-
so much so that in real life I'm like, damn, that hit too hard.
I feel
Too
like
real.
Peter-
My fantasy.
Peter just emptied Pandora's box, but then forgot the hope at the bottom.
Yeah. The fucking, I don't want to die, man, will echo in my mind for my entire DM career.
It went so hard and so
It was so hard and it was so powerful.
Well, the sentiment continues as I send a text to the group chat. I think I'm being followed by the guy at the race.
I want to tell him
Now-
about the guy at the race.
Have you told the rest of us about the race?
No one.
Nope.
I don't think Peter has said anything about this
Nope.
dude at the race.
Peter hasn't, but Peter did take a very blurry picture of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't even know.
I took a break.
Peter did not say anything about this man, though.
Steve will quickly send a few texts with a lot of misspellings as he's trying to text quickly.
It's like my dad.
Things autocorrect incorrectly, but the basic sentiment is this guy blew up a car.
Great.
You want to say who was driving that car at the time?
that Mothman that Greg was in. Also, is Greg okay? I haven't heard from him since the race.
Did you just openly admit that you saw this man do this to Greg and you did nothing to stop him?
Oh.
Well, I didn't see him do it. I saw him and then it happened.
You saw him, it happened, people were panicking, and you saw him smiling.
Ah.
Either this man did it, or he really likes lightning and explosions.
This man's getting shot on sight.
Where are y'all?
At this point, are we probably driving to pick up Nicholas? I think. Or have we picked up Nicholas?
I would have
and are
Ubered. I would have Ubered to the clinic, and I'd be probably
okay.
waiting for you. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that.
Drive to meet you there.
I don't mind paying other Uber drivers.
You don't mind paying in general.
Well, that's supposed to.
Means you don't pay people.
Greg doesn't have any money. What do you want him to do?
Get a
Die?
job.
Oh no, that's no.
Okay.
You can't just like ask Greg to get a job.
Let's just get a job. Strap on your job helmet and get your job cannon.
You are getting paid effectively in
Blockbuster
Blockbuster credit.
I mean,
Not well.
So, we're not gonna go pick up Steve.
oh yeah, we can do that if need be. If he's in some trouble.
Where's the closest coffee shop there? Because I'd like to go there, and I'll text the group the address of that coffee shop.
Roll D100.
D100.
You also just in the chat you can write /roll 1D100 and get a nat 1 like I just did.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
Steve,
that.
and then Steve dies. It's going crazy.
Oh,
He gets an Americano that's actually just mop water.
well, that's a
Sorry.
7.
He's dead
7?
now.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Oh,
What is going on with your rolls today, people?
I mean, mine have been fine.
Yeah, I got 2 6s.
I don't know. Yeah, you got a 1 technically.
She chose that one.
I chose that
Still-
one.
You still got a 1 though.
Peter, I would actually
haven't
say
You don't find one.
I'm gonna throw you a bone. You're able to go to the nearest Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
This is the one that's on the college campus. It's not very great because obviously like overworked college students are working it. It's alright, but it's crowded. And you don't see that dude around.
Perfect. I've already texted this address to the group, and I'm gonna order a hot Americano. And
Out
then
for that mop water.
I'm gonna wait for the crew and keep my eye out, trying my best not to be super conspicuous.
Okay. Any reaction to Steve's text?
Well, I
We all
guess
come in.
we're swinging by that place. The Starbucks.
Maybe if Mothman can track this guy down, he can get him to fill out the paperwork.
Oh my god.
It is his fault.
It is his fault. Also, he's gonna get shot.
I'm sure that's what's gonna happen.
Craig was in that car, goddammit.
Give me one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Pop Show? Dayton.
All right, you pick up Steve.
Yeah.
Is Steve going to the clinic?
I guess you're coming along now.
Yeah, I'm not leaving. I'm not. If I'm being followed by that guy, I ain't
All right,
sticking around.
Steve, you get in the car. What do y'all want to discuss?
I would ask, what is the guy? Who's this?
He blew up Mothman's car.
I don't think it was Mothman's car.
You should probably tell that to Emmerich.
Wait, did you not see him? He was right there.
No. Where?
At the race last night.
I didn't see anything.
I'm pretty sure he's bad news. Did you guys get the picture I sent?
It wasn't very good.
Huh.
Everybody give me an alertness.
Four.
0.
5.
2.
All right. None of you notice anything.
Excellent.
Where are you guys headed? I don't think it's safe for me to be alone right now.
We're going to the clinic, the drug addict clinic guy to see what he knows about the ghouls and all of this mess.
Ghouls?
Yeah.
I don't think Steve knows what even happened last night,
Oh,
does he?
Jesus. He wouldn't because we
Yeah.
were like so completely separate. So on the way, I guess we'd fill him in on the
situation.
Yes.
Steve realizing that he's going to the clinic where there could be more ghouls.
You can wait in the car.
Steve, you've probably given rides to this clinic quite a few times.
I'll leave
Yeah,
the
which makes it
air
worse.
on and you can have tunes.
No, I'll go in.
Now, Steve, would you feel safer if you had a gun?
Apparently,
Are you gonna be like a Second Amendment guy?
it's in my car. Because Ash gave
Oh my God, that's
Steve
right.
a gun.
Ash did give Steve a gun.
It's just in Steve's car. I'm not any good with them.
Well, what about a knife? You want a knife? I got a few
Why do you have
knives.
so many weapons?
Well, if you were at the nightclub, you would know. But
Yeah.
you chose not to be there, so I guess you don't get to find out.
Oh yeah,
Nightclub?
Mothman, let me go through that stash sometime. I want some goodies.
Oh, you mean these? And he starts pulling them out of his pockets, just like they were all shoved in there.
Like a rational amount of them.
Yeah. Just keeps clown carring them out. There were like, I don't know, some indiscriminate number of knives and then 2 guns, if I remember correctly, in that lockbox that Greg stole. He doesn't know if they work, if they have bullets or anything. But he has 2 extra guns, and that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Do you have them on you now?
Yeah.
What kind of? Did we discuss what kind of guns they were?
Yes.
No.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Did we? I feel like they had to be Glock 9s. Those are so common.
Probably, yeah.
I'd say
Probably
each
whatever
gun,
some like 20-year-old would have.
Yeah, Glock 9, 11-inch barrel. Each gun has 18 rounds in it.
Nice.
They'd probably leave it chambered because they're idiots. So 19 rounds. Okay. You guys go to the clinic.
Nicholas is going to be so disappointed that this adventure with just Dr. Warner became the entire crew, a good chunk of which he does not want to talk to.
Can't see why.
Do I have an outside clinic?
I thought you did.
I thought I did too, actually.
Because I thought we went there before.
You've never gone in.
Yeah, but like just on the outside.
I'm on the outside.
There
I'm
is
looking
an
in.
outside.
Oh, it's a nice little place.
It is. It's pretty big. Looks fairly busy.
Well, yeah, it's Washington County.
Yeah, it's Washington County. The methadone clinics are doing great. What's a good song for these?
Sims music.
Not Boof Pack.
Speaking of Boo Pack, did Co ever get back to you?
Co said they'd be around later. Nondescript. Okay. You guys pull to the front of a bricked building. You see a lot of foot traffic going in and out of it. Looks pretty happening. What was the name of it?
I actually can't remember what the name of the clinic was.
I'll get it to you in just a second.
Saint something. St. Jude, St. Mary, St.
No,
Catherine's, St.
that's the hospital.
Saint Nicholas.
No.
You're thinking of Mark Haas General Hospital. Turning Point is an addiction clinic
Oh, that's right.
in kind of the shadier side of town. And you
Turning
definitely see all the
Point.
trappings of the shadier side of this town. So what do you want to do?
No,
Huh?
Lena's getting out of the car immediately.
You're just staying in the car?
Getting out
She's getting out
Okay.
of the car.
immediately.
Nice, nice.
All right. Well, I'll leave the car going.
Oh no, I'm getting out.
Are you all coming in?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We not?
All right. Nicholas, are you just waiting outside?
I was.
You see the
Excellent.
clown car roll up.
I
Yeah.
see Dr. Moore's car and I start to make my way over, and then Helena gets out, and I also see Mothman in the back, and I stop walking towards the car, and I just stay by the door.
Helena's gonna make it a point to wave at him.
Well, he does not wave back.
Gonna wave even more excitedly at him.
Excellent. I'm gonna use the restroom, but figure out how y'all talk to each other before going in this establishment.
Nicholas, you didn't come to the meeting.
Oh, was there a meeting?
Yeah, should have been on your phone.
Dr. Ford, I did not think you were going to bring everyone.
I didn't think I was either.
This makes things a little more complicated, I will admit. I was hoping that of the two of us, I was thinking myself could get admitted, but there really is no need for 3 other people.
Yeah. I don't know if what if we gave them like a secret mission?
To a coffee shop, I hope.
Well, possibly, or the like back door of this place. See what they could
And which one of these 3, Dr. Vor, would you trust with such a mission?
I'm good at opening doors.
I can open doors.
Oh, you
With the
Steve?
little jazz hands.
You like crime?
I feel like. Did I break open the door, or did Mothman break open the door when we were doing our mission into the house?
I thought but you both kind of did some burglary. I think
Yeah.
you both were good at it.
Go some United burglary.
United
Burglary is
burglaring.
not one of my stats, but
What if it was?
Steve would just like to stay with more than just himself, for fear of being assaulted by a guy who creates lightning.
No worries, Steve. You can stick with me. I'll make sure you won't get struck. Plus, I need you as a lucky charm.
But you were the one that got struck.
Ah, it's fine.
How did you live, by the way?
Wait, what?
How
Struck
didn't
by
I
what?
live? Anyways, we should get that door.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about being struck by lightning?
We were at the drag race last night, and I saw this mysterious guy who was laughing immediately after Greg was struck by lightning on a not stormy night.
Is that what this blurry picture is that you sent?
I did the best I could.
That's why I need
Uh,
Steve around to positively ID the guy so I can shoot him.
What?
Okay, well, don't do that. Steven,
Well, why not? He struck me with lightning.
Mr. Jobs, I sincerely think with your new influx of income that you should get yourself an iPhone 11.
This turns into an iPhone ad. How many lenses does it have?
I have
Does
no
it have
idea.
motion blur control?
Whatever it takes for you to get proper pictures.
Oh, might have to.
I think that should be the mission of these three. Go to the iPhone store.
Nah, that door sounds way more fun.
No, I want to kick open the door.
Oh my god.
What could be behind it? We
I
don't
guess I
know.
will,
Sounds
Isn't
fun.
it exciting? I want to know.
While they're doing that, I guess I'll keep you updated.
Steve going
He's
off
our
alone.
intel guy.
No,
Steve-
Steve follows you two.
Steve will be
Oh,
with you
hell
guys. He can
yeah.
be the lookout.
I'm the lookout. Actually, a pretty good alertness, so that isn't bad.
Hell yeah.
Well, whatever happens, you three don't know Dr. Four and I, because the two missions can't intersect.
Yeah, you guys
You're
can't
acting like I
blow.
would tell anybody anything ever.
You can't blow our cover or whatever the fuck it's called.
We won't blow anything while you're away.
Well, that, we can try.
But Mr. Jobs, can you tell me more about this man that you saw? Because you mentioned lightning magic, which is the same thing that destroyed Emmerich's car. Did you get a good look at him?
I don't remember exactly what it looks like. This is out of character, but I would give a.
You remember specifically that your character did make the connection that it looked a lot like Nicholas.
Okay.
Whether you disclose that or not is totally up to you.
He looked a lot like you.
Like
Hmm.
like an middle-aged white man look like me, or more on the identical?
Spitting image related. I don't know.
Oh, well, that's fairly concerning.
Nicholas, did you try and blow up
I-
Mothman?
I would
No.
have thought it was you at the race, except he was smiling.
Uh,
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
I've never
that
seen
sounds-
Nicholas smile once.
Oh,
shit.
well, all right. I was definitely in the woods.
That man
and
doesn't
in the
know joy.
Oh, fuck. I was in the woods with Dr. Four and in the hospital, and all of that can be proven. So I'm gonna deal with that information in a second. This needs to probably take precedence. So long as the man's not committing any obvious crimes with my face, I think it should be fine.
He is following me, or has been this morning.
Oh,
He just appears in random places.
do you see
Standing
him now?
still.
Is he in the room
I
with
look
us
around.
now?
Is there a
Can I
doppelganger
roll
in
another
the room
alertness,
with us?
Derek, to look around?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's see. That is a 4.
One. Peter, as you look for the character you were expecting to see, you do instead see someone else.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
More.
God damn it. I didn't put them in the character folder like I was supposed to.
You silly goose.
Peter, you actually see the woman you saw originally following
across
you.
the street, the one that was when
Yeah,
I was
the one that
working
was
at Home
very
Depot.
far away.
That I also tried to take a picture of, and it was also really blurry.
It was also really shitty, which is lending more and more credence
The
to
fact they need
Nicholas's
to know from your
suggestion to
phone.
get a iPhone 7.
I said 11.
You did
Get the
say
best of the
11.
bus.
You want Steve to buy an already old iPhone? Because I think that's more in character, honestly.
I mean, it
Tiny
would probably be
pinching.
an upgrade anyway.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get a new phone and not know how anything works.
That's the good shit.
Where exactly is she?
She's very far away, actually. You see
Again.
her. Yeah. You see her. Probably like a block and a half away, but you can tell she's looking in your direction.
There's well, he's not here right now, but there's a new person watching us.
You mean shooter?
If you
I
look
think you
No.
should shoot her.
No. Nobody is shooting anyone. What
I'm
is
sorry.
wrong with all of you?
We're on
You're
a
like an
mission.
always. This is an Always Sunny skit. I swear to God.
if you look down that way, you can see her watching us from a few blocks down.
Greg just blatantly looks at her.
Steve's
God.
like, don't all look at, don't make it obvious, and everybody whips their heads around.
Everyone
all at the
looks
same time.
immediately.
Oh my god, I don't, but it's pointless at this at this juncture.
That's the woman who did the stabbing, isn't it?
It is.
Helena will gasp and absolutely say, "That's the woman who stabbed me."
Stabbed
Stab
you, and I
oh.
believe Mothman.
No,
No.
Mothman didn't get stabbed because
It
he
was
had to tell
Zarek.
it's him.
Zarek got
Oh,
stabbed.
it was Shrek.
Mothman was the one target she
Even
never
worse.
got.
She's violent. Oh God.
Actually, as you look at her, she puts her hand on the wall next to her. Looks like a brick shop building, and she just seems to sink into the wall and disappear from sight.
Helena will relay that she knows from the priest that the people whose blood she's taken, she can use their abilities. And since she knows that she stabbed Shrek and her, just to be a little cautious.
What, she knows how to eat people?
Not the
More than
only
eat
one,
people.
I presume.
Little indignant as she says,
It-
"I can do more than eat people."
Is that something we now know, that you eat people?
Yeah, she's just gonna outright fucking state it.
Vor and Nicholas were told by the cannibal.
Yeah.
And then I
Why
implied
you
it
just call her
very...
the cannibal? Like
I
she's a
can't remember her
DVD
name.
killer. No, it's
Yeah.
great.
So
Technically,
Mothman's gonna
she's
make
not a
that comment.
cannibal. She's not
She is
eating
a
her own
cannibal.
kind. She's not eating her own kind.
She's
No,
human.
not
No.
She was
you,
human
not
at one
you.
point.
I wasn't
The
calling
other one.
Helena the cannibal.
Oh.
I was calling the
Oh.
actual...
Okay.
Well,
If,
Helena's definitely not a cannibal.
No, I know,
Greg makes
but
that comment
it was
about
the
eating.
cannibal lady that told us, the bar owner.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Steve?
If Greg makes that comment about eating people, Steve's just gonna be like, "What?"
Oh yeah, be careful around Elena. She bites.
She's gonna make like the clacking teeth noise in his direction.
Chomp, 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 chomp.
Steve really wants to faint. He's gonna stumble back a little bit as if he's just
Dude.
like got lightheaded for a second.
There's nothing
Yes.
worse than being bitten by a horse.
I'm sure there is.
They're
Um,
mean.
They're not.
My friend's Mustangs were very mean.
Those
are Mustangs. Mustangs are always mean.
Oh my
They're
God.
So you
horny.
admit
They
it.
can't help it.
She had a mother and a daughter Mustang, and they hated me. And they tried to bite my shoulder 100% of the time if I was in range.
In range.
In range
In
of
melee
the
range.
horse biting. Yes.
In horse melee range.
In frame range.
He needed that horse damage.
They had a 2-frame jab, and they were going to use it on Koji.
But so I know Steve's looking kind of green at this new knowledge. Like, this will be something we deal with later. We don't have the capacity to deal with it now.
Helena will wave her hand anyways, dismissively, like, "Don't worry, Steve, I'm not gonna eat you."
That's what they all say.
Steve, if it'll make you feel better, I can say it too.
Do you eat people too?
Not that I know of.
What? How?
I wanted to do a job here, so I'm gonna go do that job.
Yeah.
I don't actually care anymore what the rest of you do, so long as it doesn't impede what I do.
The group.
Well, let's go open that door, I guess.
Let's go get it. Okay, so it's kind of like that dolphin thing where it's like you eat the tuna and it says no dolphins, but then it makes you wonder.
Okay.
Well,
It is oddly specifically about no doll.
I am going to. All right. Do you guys go to the back of the building?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Roll stealth.
Okay.
All right.
It's the middle of the day. There are no shadowy spots.
I'm gonna check myself
One.
in the rehab. And
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
that
You got
I have
you-
legitimate reasons to be in there.
you and
I hope-
Dr. Moore go in.
yeah. Do you want to like be admitted here? Is that your
Yeah.
plan?
That's my plan. That's the plan I would have told War over the
Greg
text
would have made
messages.
such a good addict. Why didn't you let him?
You
Because
know
we need to
why
get some
Nicholas didn't let.
Okay. You guys round the corner to the back, and you do see an alley with like, they got their dumpsters and waste removal and shit. And you just see two people here that look directly at the both of you, or the three of you, as you all round the corner. Two identical-looking humanoid figures.
Oh.
Look like they're kind of watching this back alley. What do you do?
Steve goes to do some.
Do what?
You
Not
know.
my type.
Well, you don't have. They don't have to be your type. You have to be their type.
Oh.
Helena's nodding along.
Steve,
No.
roll persuasion to know what they find sexually attractive.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. That's ridiculous.
Well, good, because I rolled a 0.
Aw.
Aw.
Steve has no idea what they enjoy.
Just gyrate sexily. Just like you saw at the. Oh, you weren't at the club. Never
That
mind.
wasn't at the club.
Just like you saw at the racetrack.
I rev my engine seductively.
Vroom, vroom.
I rev my engines and run at them really fast.
Well, Steve, what do you want to do? You got to
well,
make a decision before I do.
I'm here to
no.
support you.
Oh, you are you?
That's so sweet.
Well, I could knock him out. I could shoot him. I could scare him off. I could.
Don't kill them.
Okay, well, we'll take the gun off the table then.
You could critically injure them.
I could. Should we knock him out? I mean, is this exactly a good place?
This is where people go to get healed of their addictions.
Well, I guess, would Emmerich be mad more than he is now if I cause problems?
Who could say?
You could call him.
Nah, that'd be too easy.
Mm,
Well, I don't think he wants to talk to me right now.
You could pretend to be an addict and distract them as Helene opens the door.
I guess I could.
Quick, be dramatic.
Okay. Is anybody gonna stop Greg?
Absolutely not.
There's nobody here that has your your impulse control right
And
now.
actually, that's a great place to pause this for the time being.
On the other side, they start hearing a commotion.
Immediately. Like, they haven't even gotten to the front desk yet.
Yeah.
All right. So they get into the front desk. And,
Oh, that outfit. Oh, it gets me every time.
It's so fucking funny.
inside the establishment, you see the waiting area is actually surprisingly nice, more than you would have expected. There is a receptionist sitting behind a glass-shielded desk as a large, imposing man stands off to the side to what you can only be assumed to be the entrance to the examination rooms. And this lady here will say, "Hey, how can I help you? Welcome to Turning Point."
So I would have texted Dr. Vor over the phone that we should opt for like the drinking problem because it's not too far off the mark. I definitely always smell like wine. And then before we walked in, I undid my tie and ruffled my hair up a bit, which I think unfortunately makes me look a little bit more like the other guy. um, but that's okay.
You better hope that Greg doesn't think it's him.
Well, Greg doesn't know what he looks like, right?
Yeah,
Well, we have some
insurance paperwork.
Steve makes a mistake though.
Oh well, we'll cross.
Nick might find
those-
himself a little more perforated than before.
Jesus. So that's what alcoholism. That's what we're gonna. That's what we're told for. So I will leave the talking in the words.
So me
Dr. Vor.
Sue right now is not words very good.
Okay.
So I will just say that I go up and be like, introduce you and stuff and say, oh, this is a patient. He needs to get help.
Maybe
Oh, wow.
fiancés. That's just my go-to.
Well, all right. Let me get some information for you. And she gets a bunch of paperwork, puts it on a clipboard, and gives you a pen, hands it to probably Dr. Vor, and says, well, whichever one of you two is doing this, just fill that out. And after that, we'll get you started.
All right. Thank you.
Of course. Let me know if you have any questions.
Well, would we be able to tour the facilities before making any decision?
Well, this is just kind of like a clinic. Can't really have you going through all the examination rooms and stuff. That'd be like a huge HIPAA violation. So not
No.
really.
Oh, I understand. I'm quite far from home and a little nervous, I suppose.
That's understandable. You do have a bit of an accent. Where are you from?
I'm from London,
Oh, how nice.
but I'm not taking to the new countryside too well, it would seem. So can't fly when you're this far gone, they say.
Oh, of course. Honestly, everyone struggles with that kind of problem in a different way, and that's what we're here to help. Our doctor is incredible.
Would I be able
between-
to meet him today?
Well, usually the nurses take care of things. Did you need to meet him specifically?
Oh, no, it is not important. I was just wondering if I would get the chance to.
Oh, I'll have to see what kind of cases he's doing, but probably not. He usually says the managerial side of things, but well, we'll see.
Thank you.
Of course. Okay, Nicholas.
Hmm.
How honest do you fill out this paperwork?
Somewhat honest. So I'll use well, here's a good question. Because I've been a lawyer in London for quite a while, but wizards live a long time, and I think that would be known. Would it be well, how known is it that wizards live a long time?
You would know. Outside of the wizarding community, completely unknown.
Okay.
You would suspect, as a practitioner, if this man was a practitioner, he would know that kind of life expectancy is to be expected.
Okay. Then would you say it's possible that because I work it's tough because England's kind of like a magical fairy-like place. That I probably have like a different ID with like a more human sort of situation over like my actual
I assume you definitely do.
Okay, then that's the. I'll give on my human ID. My human ID. I will give
Yeah.
that information.
Practitioners all have kind of like a feasible pseudonym of a human
Yeah.
ID.
That's okay. That's what I wanted to know. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
information I'll give.
Emmerich would definitely even be no exception. Everybody has one like that.
You can't have the normal folk thinking we live forever.
Absolutely not. It'd be ridiculous. Be asking all kind of crazy shit.
Okay, then yeah, I'll. That's the sort of information I'll put on there. But like my actual name, I think I would make it pretty honest.
Okay. That's
I'm
legit.
stupid.
No, I mean, that's fine. It's not stupid.
No, it's a little bit. It's a little bit unwise. But I want to get in there.
That's legit. Okay. You fill it out.
Mhm.
And while you're filling it out, we're going to see how the other side resolves. Okay. And what the fuck were you guys doing again?
I'm about to cause problems.
All right. What are you doing here?
What is Greg's about to do something wild.
You said there were 2 guards, or are they like 2 just workers, like out on a smoke break?
They definitely look. They look like identical, fleshy individuals. They look pretty buff. They're not smoking. They look to be guarding. They look to be flanking the sides of the back door.
All right. Well, only one way to win though. Greg is gonna have to start a fist fight. So
The only way to win.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
what's a good way to open this up?
I hope he does it with an incredible pun.
Hey, you 2 over there. Have you seen a cell phone lying around here?
As you say that, they both look at each other, and the right one here looks at you and just shakes their head.
Could have sworn I dropped it around here earlier when I was talking to someone. Do you see it in the bushes over there next to you? And he's gonna like point to any kind of like shrubbery or something that might be next to them that might make them look away from Greg for a second.
Roll me a persuasion.
It's not gonna be good.
Probably not gonna work, but it's worth a shot.
That's a -1.
Yep. They don't even look away from you. They just look directly at you, undeterred by your pointing.
Any chance you'd let me in to check inside?
Entrance is in the front.
Yeah, but I want to use this entrance.
You can't. It's an exit.
But I wanna. Do you
They
mind
look
if
at
I
you.
just... Greg is gonna get closer, and then if he can, he's gonna try and take one of them by surprise, but he's gonna definitely try and just like, if he can, knock them out so that they can just go inside and take their keys and whatnot.
Okay.
I know they are fleshy individuals, but Greg has no sense of morality.
Fleshy.
Hopefully, Helena will help him out. Fine.
Yeah, what does
Absolutely.
Helena and Steve think of all this happening right now?
She's gonna watch. But the moment it looks like Greg is going for it, she'll help.
Nice.
Steve is keeping a lookout.
Thanks, Steve.
Perfect. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
Steve is doing the needful. But yeah, Greg might try to pistol whip one of these guys because probably the hardest object he has And you can at least use it to threaten them.
Okay.
Probably will try to avoid having to shoot someone.
Go ahead and roll a guns?
A
Fist?
pistol whip?
What is a pistol whip?
It's kind of like a
It's when you
physical, like,
grab it by like the barrel and you hit them with the
No,
handle,
I know.
right?
I know. Well, you grab it by the. Usually, you slap them with the barrel.
And you
with the
just hit them
hand.
with any part of the gun. It's all gun.
Yeah, but I know what a pistol whip is.
I don't know, man.
I'm mostly curious, like.
Is it might because it's like a physical weapon at this
yeah, because it's
sounds-
point?
not
Or?
fist and
That
it's
sounds
not
fine
the
to
gun.
me. It's not really a weapon. It's not gun. Definitely not fist.
Is might just the improvised weapon stat, or what is
I would honestly say so. Yeah.
cool? Well, I rolled 100% average on the dice, so that's just the +4
That's
on
fine.
my my might.
Okay, you actually catch the one by surprise. As you smack him, you do 1 damage. He looks pretty pissed, and that is going to start combat for this side.
Nice.
Nice.
Lovely.
Back to the other side. You fill out the paperwork, you hand it in, and she says, "Well, the nurse will be with you shortly. Have a seat in the waiting area. If you have any questions, just let me know." And she takes your stuff, and before you walk away, she says, "See, you don't have any insurance, right?"
I have insurance in the UK.
Well,
You know what?
that's
Money's not an option. I'll even make I'll pay whatever it costs, and I'll even make a sizable donation because I think the work here you do is quite good.
Oh, that's most of, well, maybe you will be meeting Dr. Delmore today then. I'll go ahead and make a note of that.
Thank you.
Okay. You sit down, you see that this place is quite crowded. Most of the people are just kind of chilling on their phones. Some are just being annoying. Roll a D100.
No, I don't have that dice out either. I didn't think this would come from me.
The D100 comes for us all today.
Unfortunately, yeah, the D100 comes for us all. Is a good way of saying it.
I saw him make them
Really
all
came
roll
for
it,
ya.
and I did that. And I
I'm
did
so
nothing.
happy.
39.
Okay.
The D100 is truly coming for us all.
Well, with the 39 is not a nat 1 on a D100, so
Or a
that's
7.
That's pretty decent. Yeah, or a 7. With a 39, you're definitely sitting next to some annoying people, but they don't really interact with you whatsoever.
Now, hold on. I interact with annoying people on the regular for this mission, so is it better or worse than what I currently have to put up with?
I would say, for Nicholas's point of view, it's definitely worse.
Whoa.
This is a guy giving really oversharing about the effects of his Cialis while he's high.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
It's pretty bad. It's also what I in real life deal with on almost a daily basis.
And you're trying to get me back in that store? Jeez, Derek.
Hey, it's money.
I know.
All right, I would never let you be rung up. I would never let you ring up Gary Jenkins.
What a name.
The Cialis guy.
Oh my God! All he does, he always makes some kind of snide joke about Cialis. He'd be like, "Hey man, does this shit work?" And I was like, "I don't know."
I don't know. I don't fucking need it. You tell me, dude.
Yeah, I was literally like, "I don't know. It's not an issue I have." He was like, "Oh well, I hope it does. It costs enough." This guy has spent $2,000 on Cialis at our store alone because I was a petty bitch and added it up.
Well, I sure fucking hope it works.
Anyways, I don't want to know. And he stinks. He's like super dirty, and he smells like BO.
Ooh.
If I can smell it from across the counter, there's a goddamn problem.
Yeah.
Anyways, real life stories aside, no one really fucks with you, Nicholas, but you do feel like you probably don't have the most annoying people you could talk to here on your team.
Well, that's
Maybe
okay.
you're shocked. America's rough.
Yeah, this fucking sucks.
That said, you guys wait for probably about an hour. Anything y'all do in the meantime?
I mean, it probably depends on what kind of ruckus ends up happening in the rest of the facility.
Yeah, I guess in an hour, we'll have to see how the other side does.
I have nothing but faith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you bitches doing? You hit a man. You started combat. Everybody roll me an alertness.
Hell yeah.
Put y'all's character on the sheet here.
Jesus Christ, I can't stop rolling shit.
That's a 3 for me.
A 4?
Hold on a second.
Or sorry, 5.
Helena, Steve.
Unless you want to have the baby moth token. I don't have
Do
a
it.
picture.
Gotta,
I need to set
gotta be
it.
baby Mothman.
Okay. What did you get, Helena?
5.
Greg?
-1.
Excellent. And Steve?
3.
Okay. It is their turn. I need some kind of like combat music for this. I didn't think there'd be a fight today.
Well,
Sorry,
we
Derek.
strive to surprise you, Coach.
That is true.
Yeah.
I'll try and make it quick.
Okay. All right, it is their turn. Ooh. All right, they're gonna do a fist at Mothman. I don't think a 3 is probably gonna hit, but roll me in athletics. Maybe you'll do quite bad.
As a 2. But then I also have +2 armor against physical stress.
Well, that actually is probably good because they are going to hit you for 4 damage.
All right.
As they are hitting you much harder than you think a normal mortal man would hit you.
That was before the 2 or after the 2?
That was after the 2.
Okay.
So they're hitting you with kind of a very strong punch. You don't think humans should be quite this strong. All right.
That makes sense.
Yak,
Yes.
you're up.
Helena's gonna use the ring that she got.
The one ring of power.
The one ring of power.
Oh
So
shit.
she can use magic. She's gonna try and put them asleep.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Helena just coming through.
That's her plan with the single spell she got.
Okay. I guess roll me a discipline and a conviction.
Good luck, yeah.
I got 3 for discipline.
And you are using one of your mental bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever mental bubble you use, you add that to the rolls.
I don't think I have any.
You have mental bubbles. You have to.
You should have at least 2.
Okay.
Or else you're dead.
I think I think that's part of the thing that just never got done on my sheet.
That's possible. Do you have discipline or conviction as a stat? A trained
No.
skill. Okay, then you only have 2.
Okay. So I got a 3 and a 2.
Okay.
3 for discipline, 2 for conviction.
So, with that, neither of these two are actually going to be able to fall asleep. This one
Oh,
kind of wavers a moment when you cast the spell, and then kind of snaps to his senses. This one just doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, she tried.
Yep. And then it's his turn.
She's no Nicholas.
You can try and hit Mothman. Oh my god. Mothman, roll an athletics check.
Hopefully I roll better. Oof. That's a -2.
Oh,
Total?
Yeah. I don't have
No
any points in
way.
athletics.
Oh my
I have
god.
points in might.
Okay. Oh shit.
I didn't know what these stats meant when I got them.
That's legit. And maybe that's something we can revisit as time has course corrected. Fuck me, silly. Okay, so you will take with a -2. You will take 10 physical damage. Which you may minus by 2, but you will still have
Okay.
to allocate 8 physical stress.
That's not the worst. There
Oh
goes
my
my
God.
8 bubble.
I would be dead.
Yeah, that would just kill Nicholas outright.
Killed Nicholas.
Yeah.
I think this constitutes now Nick is or not Nick. Greg is in danger. You might pull out the gun.
Greg is in danger.
Shoot
Steve,
They started
Steve
it.
Jobs, it's your turn.
They didn't have to hit this hard.
Steve isn't a fighter.
Nope.
Yeah, he's not.
Don't get punched. Hey, Steve, if it sucks,
Hit the bricks.
I can't leave my friends like this.
It's Mothman.
You can.
Oh wow.
I love Mothman.
Steve is. Oh my god! What is Steve gonna do?
So sorry.
He's gonna run out from where he's hiding,
Taking him that gun.
and he's gonna start yelling, "Wait, wait, wait! Don't hurt them! They're just addicts. They're super high. Just leave."
Roll a persuasion.
Oh god.
This is gonna be so good. Holy shit.
Oh thank god. Okay.
You can only use that scene point if you really
How will do what?
you have those like things where you just get the extra dot or like point, right? The what's it called?
Oh, the fate
Here, what's that
points.
thing? The fate point. Yeah, the fate point.
Fate
How
point,
many
you have to
fate-
tag a fate point.
Yeah.
So you have to like actually use it willingly, and it have to make sense.
Yeah. Has to like to do with
I
like
think this makes sense.
a status or something.
You've seen people act this crazy.
You could
Well-
they could tag outside of an addiction clinic. I don't know if that would work.
What stat?
It should be persuasion. I think it
I
is
think
a
it's
fun
called
stat.
something else.
Is it rapport?
Okay. Oh, it's the same. So that's a 2.
2. They're willing to listen to you, and they will look at you and say, "Then tell him to calm down and go to the front entrance."
Come on, Greg. It's time to go.
It's bullshit. He's gonna leave because
You're-
he doesn't
you're-
want to get his ass further kicked.
You gotta turn your life around, man.
I want to
You
go to
got people who
McDonald's.
love you.
Oh. Helena will help him limp away.
Okay.
I don't know
All
why I
right.
let Nicholas convince me not to use a gun.
I think you should use the gun.
I thought I should use.
I think we should wait until they're out of there. We are
I
not
imagine you
responsible.
guys
Then we
like
use the gun.
going
Yeah, to
away
call the
sadly until you'd go around the corner of the building and then you just poke back out and shoot at them.
Please. Oh, Helena's like, you should just use the gun. Nicholas will never know.
God.
Yeah, he won't know when he hears the gunshots.
I imagine Nicholas hearing the gunshot in the distance and just letting out a long sigh.
If I hear gunshots, I'm leaving. I'm like, where we're going.
Oh, holy shit.
Well, what do you do?
Well, we're not allowed in the front entrance apparently, so
Yeah.
You're allowed in the front entrance. You can't go in the back
Nicholas
entrance.
won't
No,
let us
Nicholas
go
said we're not allowed to come in
Nicholas
through
will
the
be
front.
mad and he's gonna cause a scene.
Since when do you guys give two shits about what Nicholas likes?
Oh, you're right.
Maybe it was after Greg got punched in the face and nearly died.
Well, now Greg does look like a more convincing addict.
Craig does look pretty bruised up and fucked up.
Hmm. Greg could. But honestly, is anything even here that Greg wants to do?
There might be free drugs.
That's not really what he's after.
No, but he could give those to people and see what happens.
No. That too easily ties into a crime, Yak. He has to interact with the people.
The car stealing doesn't?
No, because the car stealing is not directly with the individual. Felicia just caught him.
Understandable.
Yeah, I guess, does Steve want to find a way in? Otherwise, Greg's probably just gonna say fuck it and just wait. You don't want to be in there that bad.
Steve desperately just wants to wait.
Is there anything else that we should be doing at this time?
Get your wounds checked out?
Nah, they'll be fine.
I'll be okay.
Greg is like missing a tooth. They'll be fine.
He's got a bloody nose. He's missing a tooth.
Got
was
punched so
there
hard he
anything else we
flew up.
needed to investigate? I'm so howdy flew up.
Well, I guess it kind of depends on what you guys have found out over the course of like the past couple of days. I'm sure there was stuff.
I don't know. This was our next big lead, from what I understood.
Yeah.
Do you want to go look for the guy that was following Steve?
I don't think Steve wants that.
Well,
we need Steve to do a positive ID. Should we just walk around town and wait?
Go get Greg an ice pack. Go to the grocery store, get a bag of frozen peas.
I don't think there's anything else Greg can do. He can't get in. There's guards there. And then they also are strong. That's bullshit. You know,
I don't condone it, but Greg does have the most powerful skull of all.
It's
does.
true.
The Desert Eagle.
He should save it, though. Causing a shootout here would definitely stop any progress and probably get him in more trouble.
It's true.
And he's already on that point where Emmerich has threatened him, so maybe
Maybe
chill out a
not.
little.
Don't let him bully you.
You know, just out of fun, the Twink did give Greg a list of fun objects to find in a scavenger hunt style game.
Mm.
Ooh.
True.
Could Greg try and focus on one of those weapons to see, or items to see if he can like kind of get a read maybe?
Yeah,
So
which one do you
that's
want to
gonna
look
have
at?
some really nasty energy about it that Greg could tap into.
Yeah.
What were the items?
I think they're in the chat somewhere.
Yeah, they're in the chat.
I could just tell them to you.
Yeah, I'm looking at the list now. It was like the ruby stone, fancy mirror, magic harp, obsidian athame, and then the green stone cut as an eyeball that we don't know about. What about the fancy mirror?
Question. Do you just want to think about it and try and like
Yeah, see
locate
if
it?
you can like, I don't know, dark portent some bad energies from this fancy mirror that's very evil. Is it causing anybody some bad times? If not, he's
Oh,
probably not going to be able to detect that.
all of these things cause people bad times. Let's see. Yeah, how do you want to figure it out? How do you want to roll for this?
I don't know. What kind of, like, are you asking, like, what stat do I think is good?
Yeah,
Or,
like, what do you think Mothman is going to roll to get this?
I don't know what a good roll option would be. It's definitely not anything he's, like, proficient in, you know?
Mhm.
I mean, either, like, presence or empathy or, I don't know. What are the magic stats? It's conviction and then discipline?
Discipline.
I don't know. What do you think would be most appropriate?
Is this magic?
It's more like innate ability more than it is magic, but I don't know how that reads on stuff like this.
What is the innate ability you're trying to use, I should say?
So like his ability to like see upcoming disaster. So the future seeing that he can kind of do.
Yeah.
He wants to see if he can kind of see if this item is going to cause issues in the immediate future, and if so, where's it going to happen and all that.
The mirror?
Yeah.
Okay. You roll me like a conviction.
Jesus fucking Lord. I'm getting the worst rolls today. That's a -3.
Oh my god.
That's rough.
I'm sorry though, Graham. You just have no idea.
Nothing. Okay. Well, Greg's having a bad day. He had to fill out insurance paper, and now this?
The insurance
The
paperwork
fucking
really fucked Greg's day up.
really did.
Bureaucracy does that to you.
Okay. We're gonna go back inside. Oh, wait, no. I was on the right map. Good shit. You did not hear any gunshots. It's been an hour.
Thank God.
They will take you to the examination room.
Mhm.
And then I have to say, is it just? It has to be just Nicholas, right?
I would imagine so.
They would not take
Doctor-
Dr. Vor.
yeah,
Dr. Vor is
but-
not family.
But if Dr. Vor wants to do a snooping, I don't know what Dr. Vor is gonna be able to do, but
I was thinking if I could like chat with like the receptionist just about like what the facilities have and stuff like that, and like what kind of treatments they do or something like that. But like try to find out if there's stuff about the what's that place? The experimenty place. Gene Co Tech or something.
Gene Co. Yes.
Yeah. If I could like try to ask her about that.
What do you want to ask? And how do you want to ask it?
Oh, I don't know how. Just mostly just kind of like speed while chatting about the kind of stuff available here. Just be like, oh, I heard that you get like somebody was telling me about how you get experimental new treatments, which is it's so fascinating. Ooh.
All right, roll me a persuasion or rapport.
1. 1? Yeah, I think 1.
Okay.
Goodbye. Oh, bye, Ween.
Ween finally die. Gone to the sleep realm.
She'd probably say, yeah, I don't really know. I know he has kind of like a some kind of deal with Gene Co. As far as I know, there's not really a lot of experimental drugs. Is that a thing? She asks you.
Oh, that's what I was asking you. I had heard somebody talking about that. I wasn't sure if it was actually a thing or not. You haven't heard any? They don't do that here.
You say not as far as I've heard of. I guess he does have some unusual drugs.
Unusual.
Yeah, there's some ones that I've never heard of.
Oh.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're making all kind of advancements with this kind of stuff. Addiction therapy is very profitable right now.
Yeah, especially in this town. I can't think of what else to have that thing say.
That's all good.
Sorry, my migraine hangover brain is like very
No worries.
bad.
Niklaus.
yes.
Yes. You have been taken in to the examination room. Well, there's a nurse that will come in, and she'll ask, "How are you doing?"
Hungover, I think.
Oh dear. Are we treating alcoholism?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
All right. Well, and she is going to sit down, and she'll say, "What is your weight and height?"
Nicholas is 6'2" and weighs whatever. Very
What does a twink
malnourished man
weigh?
weighs. Yeah. Sophia, what does a twink weigh?
Depends, does it have a cream filling or not?
Oh my god.
Oh,
I would say Nicholas is probably close to like 160, 170.
he's very thin.
We'll
kinda
say
malnourished.
160. It's pretty malnourished for a 6'2" person. Do you have any ongoing conditions or prior ailments?
No.
Being a twink.
Alright.
Twinkery.
Any current medications for you?
No.
Alright. Any allergies?
Sometimes.
Sorry.
No, but I used to be quite sickly as a child. I don't know when I was ailing from. I seem to have outgrown it to a degree.
No ideas?
Uh,
I guess no allergies in your adulthood.
no.
Okay. Alrighty, and then she pulls out a mechanism from a plastic bag and says, I just need you to breathe into this.
Okay.
And you would know it to be a breathalyzer machine.
Oh, that thing's gonna. I'm playing hard. But yeah,
Alright, do you blow into it?
I do. Well, I knew I was gonna do this, and I was gonna go check myself in. So I definitely had I had wine for breakfast.
Alright. As you do this, you are 0.45% on the breathalyzer test, and she's like, woo! Alright. Wow. You okay? You feeling
Oh,
alright?
is it that low? It's usually higher when I get tested.
Oh my god. That's pretty high. Whew. Alright. I'm gonna make note of that.
Oh yeah.
Very convincing.
What time is it, by the way?
What
Is
time
it like
is it?
11 in the morning?
It's probably like noon. I'd say at the latest. So she's extra like, holy shit. And then she'd say, you did sign some papers in there. We do take a blood test. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
All right. And she'll come over to you and she'll say, which arm is good for a vein?
The right one will be fine.
Okay. And she'll tie something around your right arm,
Mhm.
pop your elbow vein, and take a vial of blood.
Yep.
And obviously, like, doctor you up, put a band-aid over it, all that good shit. Say, all right, well, I'll go ahead and take this. My goodness gracious. Just give me a couple minutes.
Not a problem. Take your time.
All right. What does Nicholas do in the meantime as you're in this waiting room?
I am gonna snoop through everything I can. We probably don't have a lot of paperwork here in this like little examination room, but that's not gonna stop me from just rifling through whatever I can touch.
Oh, yeah. Roll me a, what is it, investigation in this game?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
I
it
have
is
a pretty high.
investigation.
I have a pretty high investigation, which is good because oh wait, no, fives count. I rolled a +4.
+4. Okay. With a +4, you're actually able to find as she leaves this room, and then you immediately begin to start rifling through these things like a cartoon character.
Yes.
You are able to find weird traces of pure gold dust,
Oh.
which obviously in any kind of medical examination facility is an unusual find.
hmm
But it is what you find. What else would you like to do in the meantime?
Well, I would like to take a picture of the gold dust that I can find. I probably don't have a good way to like bag it. So a picture will. Well, I really want to get it tested. Let me think what I might have in my pockets.
You could honestly find plastic bags in the
Oh,
room.
true. Yeah, I'll put it in a plastic bag, and I'll put it in my coat breast pocket, so it's not it won't. It has a less chance of being found.
Good shit. I'm gonna use the restroom, but think about what you want to do next.
Okay.
Or even they have like the little gloves or something, you know.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Those sometimes have the powder in them, and I want to get it on myself.
Probably that.
If they're vinyl gloves, they shouldn't.
You can also just turn them inside out.
That's
Mhm.
true. But if there's little baggies, I'll just do that. That's easier. Simple.
Okay. Piss complete. There's definitely baggies that read as sample collection bags, so you could probably
Mhm.
take those.
Okay, yeah, and then I'll just put slide the gold dust in there. There's no paperwork of any kind or like notes on previous patients.
There is nothing in here as far as paperwork goes.
Okay, yeah, I kind of figured.
Um,
Is there any like vials of stuff of medications or anything like that?
Roll percentile.
I got them out still. Don't worry. That's gonna be a 2.
On
On
percentile?
percentile?
Yeah.
Mother mia.
No more percentiles, Derek.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really loving this.
No, this is going great for me. Yeah, you don't find anything.
Okay. Then I really don't want to get caught rifling. So after I've gotten the dust and I can't find anything else, I'm just gonna sit myself back down.
That's legit. Okay. The next person who walks in the room is indeed Dr. Del Mora. It says, "Oh, you must be Nicholas?"
Yeah.
Well, the desk lady said you wanted to make a donation.
That's right. That's right. And I whip out my checkbook and I was like, should I roll a money thing before I spit out a number?
I would probably roll resources
Yeah.
to see how big this donation is going to be and how long you'll be without funds.
+4.
Okay, pretty sizable. And he's
Yeah.
gonna, I would say actually that's gonna be around the $50,000 to $100,000 mark.
I'm gonna do the low end. How does $50,000 sound?
That sounds incredible.
Yes. Let me write this out. And I really appreciate the work you do here. And I also, well, I admitted to the desk lady that I'm a little uneasy about being here. So I was hoping, not as a bribe or anything, but I was just really expecting the best treatment that I can possibly get. I really wish to get better.
That's exactly what we hope to give you.
Excellent.
Since you are such a highly donating benefactor, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? I'm Dr. Corbin Del Mora. I've been in this town for about 30 years at this point. Mostly done addiction therapy. I do work with the company Gene Co., who does work a medical research facility within this town. I don't think there's much else to speak of. Roll an alertness, Nicholas.
Yes, yes. I'm very good at alertness. That's a +1.
+1. A +1 is enough to see. He has an unusual tattoo. And I'll put
Okay.
it on the back of his left hand. He has a tattoo of this. And I put it in during the game.
Okay. Would I recognize that as a magic user?
Roll me a lore.
First, I thought you were
Oh.
talking about the fish. I'm like, what?
Fish.
That's a +1.
+1. You definitely recognize it, but you're not sure exactly what it is.
Okay.
Definitely something to keep in mind.
I'm sorry, Derek. Maybe he's just a Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, that was exactly what I said before this all began.
Well, Ween wasn't here to say it.
I know. Ween did leave before Ween could be like, "Oh, it's a Harry Potter reference."
Okay.
So yeah, what do you say about yourself?
Well, I hail from London. I work as a prosecutor for our Queen Harambe. And
He does take out a notebook and he begins writing down notes.
long may she reign. I came here to visit my fiance, who died in a tragic ambulance accident last night. And
Oh my
I'm
god,
really
your
torn.
fiance was in there?
That was my fiance, and I'm
Oh my
extremely torn
god.
up about it. And I guess last night was just it pushed me over the edge. So I asked my longtime friend, Dr. Vore. I really I think in this moment in particular, I'm really in dire need of help.
You know Dr. Vore?
She and I go way back because my fiance lives here, so I've made. I'm sorry. She used to live here, and I put my hand to my head, and I go, I'm still coming to terms with it. But yeah, I visited quite frequently, and I'm sorry. This is difficult to talk about.
I don't understand. What? You knew Dr. Vore?
I know Dr. Vore, yes. She was the one that brought me in.
Oh Jesus. Oh, that's good to know. Who was your
She should
fiance,
be.
if you don't mind me asking?
Well,
I,
Gergie, I was trying to find the name and I can't find it, but I definitely know the name.
her name is Larsa something. Hold on.
Larsa 6 feet under.
Larsa Hammond.
I thought Larsa was the actual lady, not the one.
Yeah, Larsa's the actual
Larsa
lady. It
Blackburn.
was someone else.
Larsa
Yeah, I would say who
Harmon.
was ever in the newspaper article.
That was
Gloria
Larsa Harmon.
Rosensteel.
Oh, that's right. Gloria Rosensteel.
Yes, that's close to Gloria Rosensteel.
Yes,
That's the one.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
It was a terrible, terrible incident between the bar burning down and then what happened next. It's a terrible series of events. Most unfortunate.
Well, my condolences.
Thank you.
When you were in London, did you also have a bit of an alcohol addiction?
Yes, I lost my brother as well, not terribly long ago, and he was everything to me. We were the best of friends. He was a prosecutor as well.
Oh, goodness. What about your father and mother? Both lawyers?
They died before I could have a chance to remember them, so they were a non-factor.
Goodness gracious. That's quite the story.
Enough to drive someone to drink, I would say.
I would agree. I can't say I blame you for choosing the course you have. Your blood alcohol levels are nearly fatal.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. I'm
Um,
glad I came in when I did. Can you imagine what might have happened if I had
Indeed, you do seem to have your faculties in order.
I've always been told I have a high tolerance, so it gets so dangerous then I don't even realize it.
Oh, high tolerance is an understatement. This is nearly a comatose level. What did you drink this morning? If you don't mind my asking.
Oh, I don't mind. I drink wine very, very heavily. My brother, aside from being a prosecutor, opened a distillery back home just before his death, I believe. So that is what I drink. I could send you a bottle.
I actually love that. I myself obviously do not struggle with alcoholism, but whatever you're drinking to have the faculties you do and the blood alcohol level that you possess is very interesting, to say the least.
Oh yes, yeah, I can have a bottle sent right. Well, as soon as I can.
Absolutely. I appreciate your donation, and
Ah,
I will
yes.
absolutely take that to better the community. What were you looking for here exactly?
Just anything to get my life back on track. Obviously, this is no way to appear in court. I need to
Most certainly
get myself in order.
I mean, the most common prescription I could do is naltrexone. Would you be open to something like that, or something more experimental?
Something experimental. I will be frank. This is not my first go at trying to get better, and so the usual medications haven't really hit me the mark. I definitely need something different. I think that might be what my body needs to shock itself back into the proper state of affairs.
Is that understandable? And he will, in fact, reach into his back pocket.
You know
And
where
he's
you
going.
typically keep the meds.
No, he doesn't pull out that. He pulled out a notebook.
Okay.
And he starts writing down notes inside of it. Nicholas, give me an awareness.
I've been rolling like doo garbage.
I think we all have.
I put +1.
+1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can see that he is writing in a fairly unrecognizable language, but you're not exactly sure what it is. And as he finishes writing in his notebook, he gets up, says, I'll be right back with your medication.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Sit tight in the meantime, and just relax.
Can do. And I probably have like a little, well, are there paper and pens in here?
There is not, actually.
What the fuck?
I know.
Because I wanna put that symbol to memory. So maybe somebody else can look into it.
Oh, you can draw it on your iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's true. I have a very fancy iPhone.
You do have a
and
very nice iPhone.
I will do that then.
Yeah, you could easily jot that down.
Yep. Okay, that's what I'll do.
That said, what is the other side doing?
Probably tending to Greg's wounds.
Since you guys kind of got fucked up,
Well,
what's the plan?
I don't know what the plan is now that we fucked up.
What's Steve doing?
Jeez. Where did we decide to chill out while we wait?
I literally think the last thing I heard is you went around the corner.
yeah.
Well,
You didn't go anywhere like different.
we could run out and get food. Greg could steal someone's order.
Jesus.
You know how easy it is to steal things from like things like Noodles and Company?
Mm-hmm.
If you see a takeout order just sitting on that shelf, they don't check who the fuck's grabbing it. You can just walk up and take it and walk out. Nobody will do anything.
Is there like a fast food place nearby?
Noodles and Company, Jimmy John's, Panera.
Honestly, all
Any of
those are
those.
nearby.
Let's go to Jimmy John's.
Expensive taste.
Greg is gonna get us a. Oh, you don't want a random order?
What do you mean random? Like you ask for a random sandwich?
No. Greg's gonna show you. He goes up to the online order bench where there's an online order waiting and he just grabs it.
Greg, you can't do that.
Well, I just did. Lena, you want this one? I think it's salami.
Ooh, salami. She'll take it.
Yeah. You're gonna get caught if you keep doing this.
Yeah, it's if they catch me.
How
How
often
are they
do
gonna
you
catch me?
They could go in and look at you.
I think I've been in town for a few months now. Something like that.
I'm gonna go order food. You guys enjoy your free meal.
Will do.
Mystery meal. She's like, thanks, Greg.
No problem. Well, they're getting Jimmy John's. Hope everything's going okay on the inside.
Dude, I want some Jimmy John's.
I'm sure Nicholas has it handled.
You think so?
She kind of makes a wibbly wobbly motion with her hand.
I don't think he has it all fully together like he says he does. He might be signing
no.
himself up for an experimental drug right now.
In the last
yeah,
Dresden
zombie Nick.
Files game, Ween, when presented the choice to get a magic item, got +1 butt hatch overalls.
Did he? I
That
don't
sounds like weed.
Why? Like, what? Also, what is this in relation to at all? What's going on?
I
Did
had
you
to
find
look
a
up
note?
something in the old campaign.
The olden times, where butt hatch overalls were the in thing.
Butt hatch overalls.
It's just such a weed thing that, like,
It is. It's what made me laugh the most. It's just like a quintessential Ween item. Like cartoonish overalls that have the booty hatch for pooping in the night.
Pooping in the night.
pooping in the night.
Pooping in the night. We're pooping in the open sea.
I know. I knew it. I knew you'd get it, Crazy.
I got it too, but I just couldn't think of any witty lyrics.
Holy shit.
Is Steve gonna ask for like a drink with ice in it for poor Greg's bruises?
Yeah, what are you
That's
guys
probably a good
asking
idea.
for?
Well, since I'm the only one asking for a sandwich, I actually don't know what sandwiches Jimmy John's sells.
They
Can I get an
sell
Italian
everything you
grinder?
want. Yeah.
Yeah, they have that.
They basically sell an Italian sub.
Yeah, I'll do that.
We don't have Jimmy John's in Canada. I have no idea what the hell she's getting.
I think it's called James John's there.
Possibly.
Timmy Tom.
Yeah, I get an Italian grinder. No drink, no chips. But I will ask for a cup full of ice, or at least I will buy a cup and then fill it with ice at the vending machine or at the what is it called?
Drink station.
Yeah. And then once I get the order, I'll probably head out there and hand the ice to Greg.
Aw, thanks. And drops an ice cube down Helena's back.
Alright.
I don't think she'd have much of a reaction being a Kelpie, being in
I
the
figure
water, which is just cold anyways.
I figure our general plan is just chill out until
You're babysitting now, bitch.
Until the adults
You thought you had today off. Got a babysitting gig.
a bunch of overpowered supernatural children.
with no.
All right. He's gonna go back. Nicholas.
Yes.
He is going to return with a prescription. And he actually just holds a stock bottle of a drug called Fedrexone. And he will hand it to you, and he says, take one of these twice a day, and this will curb your craving for alcohol.
Out of character? I'm sure it will. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this.
I
do I need
appreciate
to
the
come?
donation.
Oh, I think nothing of it. Well, I have to come back for subsequent visits after. I don't think I intend to stay too much longer. Once I'm a little bit more on the mend, but
Yeah. If you're
it's
still here
Mhm.
before your course is complete, you can of course come back to get another.
I very much appreciate it. I would. It's experimental, so I'm sure you would like to see the results of it. I would
We
hate to leave you
appreciate
high
it.
and dry. Of course.
This is something we've been testing, and if it works well, I'd definitely like to hear about it.
Out of curiosity, and I understand this might be confidential, but what have the results been? Are they positive thus far?
For alcoholism, absolutely.
Oh, uses on all sorts of things.
Well, this drug in particular is for alcohol.
I see.
But
well,
if there is even one case where it goes south, I must know about it.
absolutely. I will keep you informed then. Thank you so much.
Of course. Yeah, do let me know. Come back to the clinic. You're welcome anytime. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No, just know that you have my heartfelt gratitude.
I appreciate it.
Ooh.
He says, and sends you on your way. Gives you sign off papers and thank you for coming here. I'm glad you're trying to get your situation under control. And if you have any questions, feel free to call us.
And I'll give him my business card and my phone number.
All right. He'll happily take them.
If you or your clinic are ever in dire straits, I hope you reach out to me.
I shall. And my curiosity may get the better of me, and I may certainly ask how the drug is treating you.
Oh, by all means, you are technically my doctor, I suppose.
And he kind of
is your
laughs and
business.
says, excellent. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
And he nods and says, if you need anything, and he gives you a business card.
Oh, thank you.
And it says number, email address, and the facility's location. It says, by all means, let me know.
Okay.
And he'll leave you with that.
I will head out and I will hand those drugs directly to Dr. Rohr, who I believe has the ability to test them. Well,
Yeah.
I've got their experimental drugs, so
Or just pops pills.
Tasty.
Great flavor.
Analyzing.
I'm hesitant to try them. I don't particularly wish to become a ghoul or whatever, but
Yeah, I'd hold off.
you should definitely be looking into whatever is in these, if possible.
Yeah, Derek, would I be able to, like, I don't know, chemistry lab them?
You could definitely chemistry them, but obviously not here.
Right.
Right.
I'm assuming we're saying this as we're, like, walking out.
Heading out, yeah, in the
But,
lab, like not.
Away from the people that work here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely take a pill, have it analyzed, and you can do that later in the day.
Oh, yeah.
What was the other team was doing what?
Sitting on a
Sandwiches.
bench eating food.
Having a really nice sandwich.
Is that all they were doing?
Yeah.
I don't think we. I think our plans
We
kind
failed.
of.
We failed step 1.
That's true.
Immediately threw her hands up and said, "Nah."
I suggest there was more to it, maybe.
I just want to eat sandwiches, Coach.
Do you want Greg to go steal something else? I'm sure he can find something.
I'm always okay with that. Are you kidding me?
What if we take one of the display TV from like Target?
Oh.
Well, my
Or
question
better
is,
yet,
how many
you know-
cars are in this parking lot?
You know how they always have like those items outside the grocery store that you can just buy? Like there'll be like firewood or like
Potted plants.
like kiddie pools or like potted plants. Why not just take some of those? Greg's just gonna grab something. I don't know. What looks nice?
Did you guys go to a store?
Sure,
To
we
do
passed
this?
like a
Well,
Menards or
it's-
something.
It's October, so there's probably like
Pumpkins.
pumpkins outside.
Pumpkins.
Oh yeah, there's definitely pumpkins.
Oh, hey Helena, you want to carve a jack-o'-lantern?
Hell yeah.
Here, I got a knife. You can use this one.
She can't.
You're carving
There's
it right
iron in
there.
there.
In front of the
She can't.
store.
There's iron in the knife.
Do you want this one?
You
I think
give
this
a
one might
curse
be
knife
plastic.
still?
I don't got any
Oh,
of those
no.
cursed knives.
I think you gave it to Azazel.
Yeah, I gave it to the twink.
She's like, I can't. The knives. The
Hmm.
knives have iron in them. Do you have any other sharp objects?
Just my wit.
She'll just say cutting edge.
Jeez. Trying to think. What else does Greg? You can't use a gun either, because that's also made of metal.
Carve a pumpkin with a gun.
Gun?
It's almost
Put
like
two bullet holes for the
conventional,
eyes and a few holes for the mouth.
conventional earth weapons. Not great in Yak's hands.
No.
Unfortunate. You know what? Hold on. Wait here. Greg is gonna go in and shoplift one of those like plastic like
A
jack-o'-lantern
ceramic
sets for
knives.
kids.
No, a ceramic knife.
Yeah, get the ceramic
No,
ones.
that's nice. We could get one of those
Starfruit
big
ceramic
ones.
knife. Yeah.
Shit.
It won't go off in the metal detector because it's made of ceramic.
Exactly.
Well, Greg is gonna steal a ceramic knife for Helena.
Shit.
Do you want me to roll for that, Derek?
Yes. Of course I do. Are you kidding me?
Well, that is I think +2 for burglary. Yeah, +2.
Okay. Who could say if you got away with it or not?
I don't think it's expensive enough that anybody would go after Greg for it anyways.
I don't know. Those things are like fucking $30 a knife.
Yeah, usually in order to press charges and make it worth their while for shoplifting, you have to steal like over $100 or $200.
Blame that to
Um,
Mall Cop.
I think we should take the pumpkin back to the addiction clinic and carve it right outside.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be waiting like
Hold on.
Yeah.
on the like bench outside the
Yeah.
clinic where people
Carving
wait
the
to get picked
pumpkin.
up, and we're carving the pumpkins. There's
Yeah.
pumpkin guts just splattered on the
Yeah.
sidewalk.
It looks like
Greg's
someone
hand
fucking
is a
vomited.
fucking mess because he's not using anything besides the knife
Yeah.
and just his fists.
I just imagine you like start chucking the pumpkin guts at the guys guarding the back
Yeah.
door.
Some of it's definitely hit the windows. Just like splat.
Jesus.
Okay. Excellent.
Someone's gonna slip on those pumpkin guts.
Well, it's a good thing that they're at a clinic.
I guess the question would be to Vor and Nicholas. What do you want to do?
So did we come out there and they're just gone, right? Like they're
Yes.
up there.
I thought we were carving the pumpkin
Or
at the
they're
clinic.
out there with the
Well,
pumpkin.
this is
You're not
several
outside the
hours
clinic.
away. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll turn to Vor. I'll be like, when I was in the examination room, I didn't hear any commotion.
Which is either really good or really bad.
So regardless, I'm gonna leave.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Can I would love to know the results of that test. Do you mind if I meet you at the hospital, or would you just prefer to text me the
You can come along. I'd probably just head there now. If you wanted to come along, you're welcome to.
I would love to. Get in Moore's car.
Yeah, and then don't know where the
We're-
goof troop is. So
We're fucking out
just leave them.
Right.
Is Steve carving a pumpkin?
No.
Yeah, what's Steve doing?
He's eating a sandwich, just really enjoying it.
Hell yeah.
He will be reading a newspaper though. If there's anything in the newspaper that's interesting.
Roll me a scholarship.
It's a 0.
Okay. Nothing interesting. Just standard news shit.
Okay. Yeah, Steve would just be like eating a sandwich, reading the newspaper.
Okay.
He cherishes this moment that he gets to
Right.
have with his kids in the after the custody battle.
Greg Mothman.
Really, yeah.
Roll an alertness check.
Oh, is that bitch gonna stab me now? I'm gonna fucking shoot her. God. Every time you ask for a fucking alertness, my dice are all like, hey guys, what if we all roll ones? It's fucking -2, Derek.
Oh.
Okay. Excellent.
Every time.
You don't notice anything.
You're gonna stab me.
No, no one stabs
I'm gonna
you.
shoot her so fucking hard.
No, it's fine. Nothing you notice happens.
It's not ominous.
That's not fucking Vegas shit.
Definitely not.
Derek's a liar.
Yeah, I'm a huge liar.
Gonna stab me. She did that whole thing where she's like, I'm watching you, and she's just sitting there waiting. Gonna do that thing that one lady did in Remnant where she just pops out of the wall and kills me instantly.
That is what a character had the opportunity to do, but they did not do it. Who could say who? That said,
Elena.
this is probably a good time to stop just because it is 2:50 and I can't think of anything else we could do before 3 a.m.
I will say, Helena's gonna carve this face into the pumpkin and show it to Greg. Like, look, it's Nicholas. Put it in during the game.
Even got his Britishy teeth.
Even got the teeth right.
Holy shit.
I'm just kidding. Nicholas has nice teeth.
He's got the private,
Yeah.
he's not on that NHS shit. He's got the good private coverage.
Yeah. You know, 300 or 400 years, you've got some pretty good dental coverage. That said, anything else for the end of this session? Any questions? Any comments? Anything they want to text an NPC?
Not at the moment.
We don't have enough time to fully move forward with the plot.
Do I get to know the consequences of the one?
Oh yes. Yak, actually, as you guys are having fun carving pumpkins, you get a text from Emmerich.
Yeah.
And Emmerich says there's a hit on you for 10 grand.
She'll text back, that's unfortunate.
Should I take it? Question mark.
Sorry, what was the question mark comment?
Oh, he asked, should I take it? Question mark.
If you want.
Oh my god.
He would then respond, too easy, but be on the lookout. You've attracted the attention of the church.
Again?
Yeah,
This time in a
actually,
bad
Ain't
way.
someone Yak?
yeah, he will actually say, what do you mean again?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Back, don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it, as he would say.
Funny.
Nothing else?
She'll look at Greg, do you want 10 grand?
Sure.
Okay, we gotta fake my death.
Oh, that's easy.
It's gotta be dramatic as possible.
Okay, so we need half a horse and half a person, right?
Oh,
Or is it the other way
God.
around?
Holy
Or whole
shit.
horse and no a person?
Makes
Or
a weighing
both.
motion with her hands, like, why not
A
both?
person and a horse.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
at
I'm
least
sure
half
we
of
can pin
both.
something.
I wish we played this more
I
than
could
once a
swipe
week.
Dr. Vor's keys and grab a body from the morgue. That should be easy enough.
She's nodding. She's nodding along, like, yeah.
Greg needs a couple
The
bodies.
horse is
Gonna
gonna
make
be
that
the
charred
issue.
body for the for the racetrack.
Oh, while I'm there, I should probably grab one of those for there too. You know where we can get a horse?
A farm?
That sounds about right.
God.
So, plans for next time. Greg and Elena are gonna fake a death.
And he's gonna collect the goods
10K from the church.
from the church.
This couldn't possibly go wrong.
Oh my god.
It's not as if there's like
Ways
hit
of
out.
confirming.
Yeah, Emmerich just said there is a $10,000 bounty on your head. He did not say who you were turning the bounty into.
Yeah. Well,
And
I mean, it's
actually-
gotta be the church. He said it was the church.
Yeah, it's definitely gotta be the church. I actually think it's great that that's what you think.
Well, he said the
Yeah,
church was
no, he
after
said
her.
you have attracted the eyes of the church.
Yeah, the eyes of the church are on you now, which means you have also pissed them off. It did not say that the church is who is paying $10,000.
Listen, I feel like it was a fair leap in logic.
It is,
And that's
but it's
legit.
wrong, and I like it.
Yeah,
could
it's a fair
probably
leap
see
in
if
logic,
we're-
but it is
Absolutely.
wrong.
Listen, I'm here for the consequences.
Holy shit.
Where do we turn in the dead body?
I don't know. Church?